Nagalase was never actually that high. I just wish that I had did my part sooner, but the tumor was getting smaller, significantly smaller. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Raeanna and I am on a journey back to good health. For the past 8 to 9 weeks I have been doing non-toxic, holistic, all-natural cancer treatment at Utopia Cancer Center in Tampa, Florida. The treatment consists of daily vitamin C IVs, chelation therapy, magnetic oxygen therapy, hyperbaric chamber, colonic therapy, lymphatic massages, far infrared saunas, and magnetic wave oscillator, which is basically frequency therapy. I'm not done with getting treatment. I am still going to continue because I have to, but the program itself was 8 weeks, and the key marker that the doctor uses to monitor my progress is Nagalase. Normal levels of Nagalase are below 0.95 and up to 8 in cancer patients. My Nagalase when I got to Utopia my very first week was 1.18. So my Nagalase was never actually that high. Another camper at the treatment center, her Nagalase was 14. Well, on my final week, my 8th week of the program, I'm not done with treatment, but of the actual program, my Nagalase is at 1.27. It's higher than when I first got there. I'm pretty confident where I went wrong and why my Nagalase went up rather than down. So there's 4 things that I need to do at home that strictly rely on me. Taking my supplements. 1, I was not doing that consistently. They were really hard to get down. I would skip days. There were some days where I took some but not others. It was just very inconsistent. It was pointless, kind of. I wasn't taking everything every single day. I think that just came from it being a completely new routine to me, and also my skepticism around supplementation. Some days I'd muscle up the courage and I'd dump them into water. That was nasty. I wasn't taking the pills consistently, the supplements consistently, until maybe, I say week 3. Second thing that I needed to be doing at home was castor oil packs. I was supposed to do that every single day for about 2 weeks. I think that's probably the one thing that I was decent with. I would do the castor oil packs, but there would be days that it would get late, I would be tired, and I didn't create the time for it. Number 3, I needed to be doing coffee enemas, and I did not start those until week 5. The 4th thing that I was supposed to be doing from day 1 is the Budwig cream. I think I started it in week 4, and I probably played around, I skipped around, didn't have the ingredients for it. I was supposed to be doing that every single day. Was not doing it every single day. With that specifically, the Budwig cream, I was never a big fan of it because it's primarily a dairy-based cream. I wasn't eating dairy before I got this. That's the first thing that you eliminate, you know, if you have cancer. The treatment center, the doctor did not say for us to eat dairy, for me to eat dairy, but specifically for the Budwig cream, there's been studies that show that it really does help shrink tumors and help your body absorb nutrients and whatever. There's not one thing that I did every single day and 100%, you know, and that's where I messed up. My circumstances were just kind of all over the place. I was bouncing around from friend's house, Airbnb, in a different state, back here, trying to figure out where I'm gonna live, what am I doing, what's next. It was very stressful. The traveling, the bouncing around. It was nearly impossible to get into a routine where I could do all those things. The coffee enemas alone take me about 2 hours. And so my point is that all these things, you guys, didn't click for me, and I didn't start getting really into a groove and into a routine until week 6. So if we do the math, I've really only been doing this for 2 weeks. Like 100% all in. It's not that I am just irresponsible and wasted this time away. I was really struggling. I've been here by myself for the past 8 weeks. This has been a lot. And additionally, I didn't even stop working until my third week was my first week off from work. I was rushing home from treatment to go to work, to go to meetings, trying to balance like so much. And even now, it still feels like I'm trying to balance so much. I'm finally settled somewhere as far as my living situation goes, and my blood work right now compared to my very first week, beautiful. So that's progress, and I'm celebrating that. We're gonna check my Nagalase in another 6 weeks, and to me what that means is that I'm about to go ham for the next 6 weeks. So I've decided that I'm not gonna do the buttermilk cream anymore. I'm just following and trusting my gut. It feels like something that I need to stop doing, so I'm gonna stop doing it. That dairy like just seems really backwards to me, but I was trying to follow everything to the T of what they said to do. There are other campers that finished the program, they said that they did the buttermilk cream, and so I just wanted to do what they did so that I could accomplish what they accomplished. I'm stressed out. I gotta get my mind right again, because right now it's just in an instant, like, it shifted my whole energy around my healing. I was excited to get the Nagalase results back, and if it had dropped, if it went down, I would feel motivated to go even harder, because like, oh shoot, like it's working, what I've been doing is working. But something is calling me to stop the buttermilk cream. There was a point in time in January for like 2 weeks where I was getting better. I was feeling good. I was not only feeling good, but the tumor was getting smaller, like significantly smaller. It got really, really, really small, and I just keep thinking back, what was I doing? Hold on. Okay, so someone just knocked on my door, and I am not used to people knocking on the door. I'm just so I think I need a break. I don't even remember what I was saying. That knock just threw me off, because the first night that I got here, some childish little kid, or probably a grown person, ding dong ditched me. Like, how childish can you be? Oh my gosh, I love these. I want to eat them. Ew, well, not me actually biting it. Girl. But this is the De La Rosa brand, which is hexane free. Hexane is produced somewhere in the process of how they expel grapeseed oil. Hexane is traditionally the way that they expel grapeseed oil from grape seeds is by using a chemical called hexane. In your grapeseed oil, you are getting hexane. That was just a very elementary explanation of why you would want to get hexane free grapeseed oil, but you can do your own research. I always encourage everyone to do their own research because I am not an expert. Anyway, what I was saying was that I'm gonna get back to, the plan is to get back to what I know worked for me. There was a 2-week stretch in January that I did really well. The tumor shrank drastically in 2 weeks of me doing what I was doing. I stuck to my diet, my alkaline vegan diet. I didn't break any rules. Your mind is so powerful. Your emotions, your feelings, and your thoughts are equally as important as your diet. And so for those 2 weeks, I was at peace. I was meditating, and I really was intentional too about my peace. Now I've physically changed my environment completely. I'm in my own space, and I don't have to worry about anybody impacting that negatively or creating a stressful environment for me, you know. And I think in those 2 weeks, the reason that my tumor shrank so much was because those two things were in check. I was strict on the diet, and I was in a good space mentally. Maybe like a week later, my grandma got a stroke. So it's just like, can't really win here. I'm just not in a good space mentally right now. I know it needs to be done. I've done it before. The treatment helped me. I just wish that I had did my part sooner rather than later, because I would have seen results now. The treatment at Utopia definitely helped me get to where I'm at today mentally. I've developed mentally in the best way possible. Look at my blood work, you guys. The only two things on here that are out of range, which are, they're low. This is freaking beautiful. Almost perfect. That's my blood work from last week. I get my blood work for this week, which is my last week. Well, it's not my last week of treatment, but it is my last week technically of the program. I am going to be continuing treatment outside of that. So I will get my blood work again. I get my results. I should get them tomorrow. But like I said, again, the key marker for cancer that they are monitoring and looking for is the Nagalase. So we got to work on this Nagalase. I'm going to get back to what I know. I'm going to get back to what worked for me before and incorporate all the new things too. I'm still going to do my coffee enemas. I'm still going to be taking my supplements. Yeah, that's my check-in. I feel good about this. My my J2 juicer also comes tomorrow, which is exciting. I can finally get back to juicing. Like, I think that's going to help a lot too. I feel confident. Like, I feel like I know what I'm doing. I'm in a routine. Things are becoming habit for me. And that's been my struggle this entire journey, is forming habits. I think I'm establishing some habits that are going to stick. And so bring it on. I got it. Like, I know what I'm doing now. You know, I almost wish I could go back 8 weeks, 9 weeks ago with the knowledge and the tools that I have now, things that I know now. I know how to do the coffee enemas. I know exactly how long it's going to take me. I'm not scrambling and trying to figure everything out all the time. I'm out of the trial and error phase and I'm in the knowing phase. I wish I could go back in time and of going to the treatment center and, you know, doing the treatments and knowing all of what I know now, so that I could do it all at the same time, versus having learned and realized, oh, this is how it's done after I'm done with the official program. So we are on a new journey. It's not a new journey, it's just a continuum of this journey, but with a knowing now, not going in so naive. We're a bit wiser. That's what I'll say. This is phase 2 of my healing journey. We are wiser and we know things. That's the best way I could put it. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Bye.